everybody, I'm back. This is another casual match though. I'm just gonna have the whole match play. I don't have any cuts, but I do have some boring parts sped up. I don't think I maybe have a couple fights in here. So starting off by drinking a ferocity pot, which of course, if you can afford it, it's very nice. If not, it's no big deal. I often forget to buy them anyway. So we're just going to turn invisible right away, refresh our vanish on that goblin. I'm just going to look around. I decided to go into this gold room first because it does not require opening a door. And normally when I play these casual matches or even like classic castle, I just look for players and I don't ever loot. But I kind of wanted to give you an idea of how I usually play. Like if I were to play in like classic sinners, I guess, or hard mode, I usually start by going straight to a gold room and farming it out. So I'm gonna kind of pretend that I'm playing in like a hard match or classic match, just so you can kind of see my thought processes and stuff. We're just farming this out. Nothing exciting going on. But now I see that a player got 2 kills in the feed, and I'm feeling a little left out, you know. I don't want him to get all the kills. So I'm gonna start looking for him now. And the best way to find people usually is looking into other gold rooms. So we're just gonna head to the one right next to us. We do hear a player in there. It does sound like a two-handed sword, so I'm like, at this point I think it's the guy that was in the feed. We're just going to try to get the backstab lead here, but I see he turns around, so I'm going to try to circle behind him. Nice, backstab into charge attack, classic. He's going to stand there, so I'm just going to do another one. And he makes the mistake of turning his back on the rogue. Dodge the parry. And then just switch back to daggers since he turned around again. Pretty chill and easy fight. This guy was just in the mithril order, so it's like nothing I can really loot, nothing crazy. Now we're just gonna finish doing this chest since he had already started it for us. And a fellow rogue shows up. So since he is invisible and I'm not, I'm just gonna block so he doesn't apply poison or anything to me. I'm just gonna let him waste his invis. And I hear him pull out a potion while I was running, so I turned back around to get another dagger combo on him while he was drinking it, and he died very fast. Totally not his fault or anything, he's in all grays. Farm out the rest of this chest. And we heard someone pull out a sword in there, so I'm actually going to go invis, and then I'm going to look for something to reset my vanish cooldown on. And then we're going to go back in there and see if we can find out who it is. So we see him right there in that doorway, and I'm going to pretend I didn't see him so I can get the first hit in. I get the first hit. He goes for, it looked like a charge attack, so we got like a full dagger combo in. I'm just gonna keep hitting him. He gets the riposte, so I quick blade out, and I'm gonna go heal, so I try to burn him so he can't heal as well. And I believe he actually dies from this fire flask. Yeah, he does. So he just drops dead there, and we see someone else coming in. So I want to see who this is, and it looks like a fighter, but they have a shield pod on. Typically, I don't really like engaging if they have a shield on, because it's going to eat most of our backstab damage, and it's not going to give us a health lead very much, so I typically don't want to backstab someone who has a shield pod on. So I'm going to go back in here, reset my banish, and then I'm thinking I'll put a shield pod on. And then we hear someone come up behind us on our way to him. But I don't want to commit to this fight because I know I will get third-partied if I do. So I'm just playing defensive here. He does a charge attack, so I decide to turn and run away. And then there is that player from before. That's exactly why I did not want to start fighting this guy. Just trying to avoid getting third-partied. I'm going to use the fire to keep him away, as I want to single out one of them so I can fight them one-on-one. I'm still pretty wary of fighting him here since we're so close to the other guy still. There he is in that doorway. I need to reset my invisibility, but I don't really want him to hear me do it, because I don't want to fight him over here next to the other player. I figured this was far enough, and then now that we reset, we're going to go look for him here. So I think he went in this room, but then I see somebody had escaped, so I'm like, it's possible that it was this guy that I was chasing who escaped, but it's also possible it was the other guy or someone else entirely. So now I'm not really too sure where to go or what to do, and I kind of just default to roaming around looking for somebody to fight. I decided to go with another casual match because someone was asking about doing a full game in greens. And casual it's nice to make content in because I can at least find matches. The queue times are a bit, they're just too long right now to be playing like classic sinners. And that's typically where more teamers and cheaters are, so I kind of have to suck it up. I do get stuck fighting a lot of new players, but it's also the only real way I can consistently get into games and get fair fights. So I'm pretty sure he saw me there, and he just kind of spun around as like, you know, a comedic thing, because we were staring at each other. But I wasn't actually 100% sure, so I'm just going to wait for my advantage to go off cooldown, and then I'm going to keep following him. And then my invisibility, it runs out again, so I gotta go reset it. Typically, I don't really care that much when I'm playing in greens, and I'll just fight anybody I see. But like I said earlier, I want it to be kind of a more realistic representation of how I would normally play a match. The only thing I really want is to get a backstab to start the fight with. So there's the backstab. I tried to trade with him a little bit because I had the damage reduction. And now I'm kind of waiting to see what his ability is. We spaced out the charge but got hit by the riposte. And he has battle cry, so I'm going to get away from him because he's going to hurt a lot more and shield. And then I see there's nowhere to go here, so I'm going to go use the terrain, kind of help me out. Most of the time people can't follow me up here, so it's a really good spot to reset. At this point, I was pretty convinced he was going to go for a heal, so I was waiting. But he never did, so I'm just going to heal up. Get some extra pressure on him here. And then he's going to back up, so I'm going to try to chase him down. Try to avoid the charge attack. Walk under the thunderclap. And then now I'm just going to fight him. Going in between his hits. Right there, he tried to do a charge attack, so I got a full dagger combo. I'm going to get away from his battle cry. And then just go back into the finish since I know he's so hurt. Yeah, nice and clean fight. Especially after the reset. Yeah, normally my go-to, just go to your closest gold chest area and farm it out. And I try to typically hit all of them, especially if I'm actually like in classic centers when the loot is good. But I usually just end up looking for players on casual, since the loot is not, you know, it's not very great. But yeah, these full match videos are a lot easier for me to make because I don't have to gather so many kills. If you guys like them, I can keep doing a lot more of these fairly easily. And I can try to go higher than casual if anyone wants to see that. It's just the queue times are rough, but I should still be able to find a match or two. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. It's not too crazy of a video, but I hope it sheds some light on my thought process throughout the match. But yeah, just let me know what you guys want, and I'll probably just do that. Thanks. Bye.